and welcome back to the Light Renegades. My name is Starr. Thank you so much for joining me today, everyone. I really did not know what to expect from today's filming. I was just told to present and be ready, and I am not surprised. I think I felt this energy coming for a little time, and I want to share that I've been working very closely with David behind the scenes, and there's been a lot of things that we've had to go through and understand together for us to be able to move forward as a collective. However, some of those things I will not be sharing with the collective, and I very much feel like this is going to be a message of David stepping away from our space with the Light Renegades, and they will still be here. They are not going to reincarnate again. I've already been told this morning, but they are going to be helping us in some aspects moving forward, but I don't think I'll be channeling them for a little while. However, they do want to speak through me today to explain a little bit more about this and perhaps some extra things that they want to speak about. I don't know exactly what they want to share today, but I want to say that I'm grateful for them and grateful for everything that they've shared with me behind the scenes, and it's been integral for my path moving forward. It's been integral for my growth. It's been integral for my own personal expansion also, and I really do hope that so many in the collective have been able to connect to this soul's energy. I know a few of you have reached out to me and sent me pictures and things that have been synchronicities for you, which has been beautiful for me to witness, because I do think sometimes there's still this 10% of me that's like, is all of this real? Can this really be true? And I would be lying if I didn't say that that was how I felt, because it's just so out of the parameters of what I know, what I used to know to be normal. And I think this gets missed a lot with a lot of people that do connect with other realms, is that somewhere it still doesn't quite feel real. And it's definitely something I'm going to share a little bit more about in today's energetic update video, so please do look out for that. And if you're not watching this in real time, I'll tag it in the description below. But if you give me a moment, I'm going to pause here and I'm going to let David speak through me. Thank you all. It's been incredible to witness all of this come together. It's been incredible to watch each of you here grow in your own individual ways, own individual rights, and I'm grateful to be able to be helping the collective in the ways that I am now. Please know that no part of me is upset about how all of this has played out. There was a huge part of me that felt frustrated for a time, and I felt like I'd been lying to so many, and I think that's what hurt me the most. But I now see that my path has very much been for the benefit of some, benefit for a lot of people, and being able to communicate with you all in this way has truly helped me see that in the highest vibration and the highest light. But I want to say that I will be returning to my galactic origins. I will not be reincarnating again, as this dear soul has just shared, and I'll be with you all, celebrating you on the sidelines and helping with future aspects of this project moving forward. What I want to say is that this is a global network. There are so many of you here that are connected to so many realm, spaces, and time that you just can't be in cognizant awareness of right now. And I know that that might be frustrating for some, and some of you have asked me personally to step forward towards you, and please know that I have. And if I have not yet, it's because there are some aspects that you are needing to deal with within yourself before I can step forward to you. You know who you are, you know who I'm speaking to if this resonates with you. I want to say that the legacy that I've left, I now see has a much deeper responsibility now more than ever, and I hope that you can share this message far and wide, that what I had to share at that time was very much not of my own personal agenda. There was very little of me in my music as the years went on, and I'm not ashamed anymore to share that. I want to say that I'm just grateful for the opportunities that I was given, and I'm grateful to have had the life that I have, because please know I met so many incredible souls, and souls that, yes, were too under the thumb, but we had some amazing times together, and there were souls there that kept me out of, I want to say, the pits of darkness and spaces where they could. And it's interesting to try and put this into understanding for you all, because it's difficult to put into words how it feels to be present but not present, how it feels to be in the limelight and to be famous but to truly not feel that somewhere, but also to have an ego so large that you can't help but just be what other people want you to be. And this is something that I've tried to break down, but I know that it's purely a vibration for some, because you've never reached that state of ego. And I think this is the main message that I want to share with so many of this collective. There has been times on this path where people have told you who you were, and it's just not true. I've spent a lot of time behind the scenes with this dear soul, talking her through and helping her understand expressions of self that were merely projections from other people. And I see so many of you being stuck in this expression now. So the message that I want to leave you all with today is that I love you and I truly see you. And anything that you believe yourself to be, it's going to be important that you believe yourself to be more. It's going to be important that you see yourself in the highest light. It's going to be important that you truly understand that magic lives within you. It lives inside everyone, every being, everything. And I wish I could have shared that message deeper when I was alive. I wish I could have shared that message far and wide, that with my true soul, I see that my heart was forever trying to lead this vibration of just joy. And nothing moved me in the ways that music moved me. And I tried to be that. I tried to express that. I tried to help others understand what I was feeling. And I think that was exactly when it all came in for me. That was exactly when it all got taken from me. It all started to shut down, and I was led on a path that was so far from that which I inherently was. And I think you can all see that now if you choose to believe it. You can go back and you can witness me be exactly what they wanted me to be. And it wasn't truly me. And I'm grateful for every soul that was in my life, that had been in my life, that was under that thumb too, that was close to me, that was a partner to me, that was a lover to me, that was a friend to me, that was an illegitimate child. Yes, I have many that isn't out there in the public spheres. But I'm grateful. I'm grateful for every minute now. And I think it's really taken all of this time and to be able to be here and see things from a different perspective, to truly understand exactly what is happening. And I know many here are still skeptical. I know many here are still scratching heads as to what all of this means. But in time, it will be made clear to everyone. And I want to say that I'm grateful that I got to be here now before this is as far and as wide as it will be publicly. And I know that the truth is going to really come to light sooner rather than later. And it's going to be important that you hold on to your truth, because many truths are coming. So you're going to have to know who you are. You're going to have to stand stronger than I could have. You're going to have to believe that you deserve to experience exactly what you wish to experience, and not let anyone tell you who you should be, how you should behave, and what you should be seeking. It's really important more now than ever to know yourself and soul, and to just keep shining. I want everyone to just feel bliss, joy, ecstasy, and to truly look after one another. I think that's the most heartbreaking thing, seeing everything from a bird's eye perspective, is just how much beings struggle to be by the side of one another and to be authentic and to love each other so deeply, even through the moments when it's most painful. And I was very much a coward in that. And I'm sorry to anyone that might witness this that didn't know me personally. I wish to apologize to you. I wish that I could have been a better friend, a better lover, a better father somewhere to you. And I want you to know that I love everyone one and the same. And there was no differentiation between sex or race or economical background. And I'm grateful that I was able to keep that side of me throughout the entirety of my life. And I think that's one thing that I can be here with and be proud of, is that I was always myself in that respect. And that somewhere in all of this, I think there was still such a strong sense of humanity within me. And now that I am full awareness of who I am, what I was, I know that this was because my soul was never truly from here. And that's the same with each and every one of you. You're all made of stardust. Remember that. And I think that's where I'd like to leave it for now. And I'll be here on the sidelines. I will be helping behind the scenes. And call on me and I will make myself known to you. But please know that every single soul here, you have such an integral role to play. So now's the time to step up. Now's the time to truly take that crown which is yours, which is personal power, which is authenticity, which is graciousness and heart, which is rainbow sparkles and stardust and everything else. Disco balls, glitter boots. I wish that I could have those times again, truly being me. Because that's what I wanted. I just wanted to make the world shine. I wanted everyone to feel the same euphoria that I felt, because it exists. So remember that. So keep searching for that. But so much love to each and every one of you, and I see you all as family. This is a big family. It's a giant family. Earth is one giant family, and I hope that one day everyone gets to see this, to experience this. That's what I wish for. That's what I hope for. That's what we are striving for. So hold this in heart and in truth. But take care for now. Apologies, everyone. It was hard for me to, hold back the tears. Listening to all of that, and it's been a real eye-opening experience. Being in David's energy, because I think it's the most galactic that a soul has felt in the public eye to me, and to truly see where that was just stifled out has been painful to understand. It's been painful to experience, and I know that everything that they stood for hasn't gone in vain, and I know that when the truth does come to light to all of humanity, that there will still be threads of himself and his work that was so integral to where we find ourselves now. And it's really interesting being able to be behind the scenes and understanding all of this at a bird's eye view, I'm going to say full map view perspective, and just how much it's integral for these souls to step forward now. And I didn't understand what we were doing with the Light Renegades for such a long time, and somewhere, this still doesn't feel quite real, because it's just so insane. My life was not this, and this is going to be something that I share in today's videos as well, with what else I'm filming, so I'll tag that in the description. I'm not sure where I'm going to share it yet. So I think that it's going to be really important to ground yourself in, ground yourself in what you believed in. So yeah, this is going to take perhaps a grinding down of that which you thought to be true. And I want to say that I now step towards everything with just a strong sense of, I don't know, and I'm okay with that. And whatever happens and whatever unfolds from, I think, most moments moving forward is so out of my control. I've been so divinely guided this entirety of my life that now that I look back on it, it's just it's just mind-boggling to experience and to understand. And I think so many in the collective are coming to this point, and I want to say that David personally has had a hand on this. David has personally had a hand in helping you all see the tendrils and the spaces that you were always being guided towards. And I want to say that any bit of rainbow sparkle that you see is their frequency. It's been incredibly interesting to me to see just how much they were always in my life, and I had no idea about it. And this goes for all the souls that I'm stepping forward towards. It's really crazy for me to look back now and think, oh wait, no, I always had a soul connection with these beings. And it, to me, it doesn't make sense somewhere still. But yeah, this is my reality. I very much felt like I was kicked onto this path, and, I didn't go necessarily seeking this. I felt like my world just collapsed around me, and then all of a sudden I was here. But I know that that's not the truth. I was always going to come to this point, and I think I'm sharing this and being so vulnerable in this because I think so many in the collective are coming to these points where you're having to make real difficult decisions for self. And I've been having to make such difficult decisions behind the scenes over the past few months, over the past few weeks specifically, and it's been difficult. It's been difficult having to say no, having to say I can't be what I once was because it's not helping myself, it's not helping anyone, and I have to be the being and the person that I know myself to be. And I think that's just so incredibly different from what a lot of people thought of me. And I think that this has scared some people for sure. I think this has made some people not trust me for sure. And I now see where this happens with celebrities with fame. They have to decide. They have to decide to either to fold or to forfeit that status. And, I think that it's difficult. It's difficult to say, I'm going to stick with authenticity and not have I want to say the upper hand. It feels like the upper hand, that you are given, that it is sold to you as. And this dream, it's not the reality. And I think now more than ever, we're going to start to see this play out and come to light. So I'm grateful for everything that David has done with us, for us, for humanity as a whole, not just with the Light Renegade space, not just within my life personally, but communicating with the soul has without a shadow of a doubt completely changed me, and I just didn't see it coming. So I hope that so many of you can sink into that energy too, and if it hasn't hit you yet, I promise you it will, because the soul is something else. And I've met a lot of galactic presences, but the way that they embody humanity's essence while still being so galactic is something very different. The signature is so incredibly different, which is why I think that it was so hard for me to sit with, to see how much they did fall, because I wish that they could have their time again, and I wish that they could be everything that they wanted to be without being under this thumb, because I just think what they would have created would have just been just out of this world. And yeah, I'm sorry for them, and I'm sorry for so many. And it's been really difficult to sit with so many souls behind the scenes and just seeing where their light was just stumped out time and time again. And everything is by design, and apologies everyone. It's just been a really emotional time across many levels, but these stories get personal. These are souls that we all know. But I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for everything that they've taught us. I'm grateful for everything that they've done for me, and I'm grateful for those souls that are connecting with them still, because they're not going to leave. They're not going to reincarnate. And somewhere I had a split feelings about all of that, but I have to trust in the divine flow of all of this. And when it's time for them to return, they will, if they will. And I'm sure we'll be told about that too. But I'm grateful for where they are now. I'm grateful for everything that they're sharing with us. And yeah, I'm looking forward to what the future holds. Because this won't be the last that we hear from them. But just in terms of the straight channeling, like, this is going to be a little while. It's going to be a little pause. And yeah, I'll explain a little bit more of that when the time is right, everyone. But I think that best be all for myself and David Bowie. And thank you for witnessing. Thank you for being on this incredible journey with this soul. And I hope that this has brought some aspects of this entire fragment of the negative reptilian order to light for some, and made it more real to you than ever, because it certainly helped me ground into this expression more, being with this just incredible soul. There is no words. There's no words to describe them. They are just a frequency like I've never experienced before, and I feel incredibly grateful that I get to communicate with them in the ways that I do. But that's all for myself and David Bowie for a little while, everyone, but we'll be back real soon. Take care for now.